Africa's brain drain. Why the best minds are leaving and how to stop it. Across Africa, something profound is happening. Every year, millions of brilliant young Africans, doctors, engineers, scientists, teachers, entrepreneurs, are packing their bags. Not for vacation, but for a one-way journey out of the continent. This is the story of Africa's brain drain, a silent crisis that is reshaping nations, draining talent, and rewriting Africa's future. But it is also a story of hope, innovation, and the possibility of turning the tide. Welcome to Discovery Learning Hub. Today we are going to explore Africa's brain drain, why the best minds are leaving, and how to stop it. Stay with me. The magnitude of the crisis. Let's begin with the numbers, because numbers don't lie. Across the continent, talented Africans are leaving at historic levels. Over 70,000 African professionals migrate every year in search of better opportunities. Some African countries have lost up to 40% of their highly skilled workforce. Nigeria alone loses thousands of medical doctors, nurses, IT specialists, and lecturers every year. According to global estimates, Africa spends billions of dollars training professionals who end up working for foreign economies. This is more than migration. It is a talent hemorrhage, a crisis of opportunity, a crisis of confidence. Why are Africa's best minds leaving? Economic constraints. For many young Africans, the math simply does not add up. High unemployment, low wages, and limited access to credit make it almost impossible to build a future at home. When a tech engineer earns 10 times more abroad, the decision becomes less about patriotism and more about survival. Declining education and research infrastructure. Brilliant students are stuck in underfunded laboratories. Medical students lack modern equipment. Researchers struggle to publish globally due to low funding. Professors relocate because academic conditions are breaking down. Imagine training to be a surgeon but lacking the tools to practice. Would you stay? Political instability and weak governance. Talent thrives in stability. But in environments where elections turn violent, where public institutions crumble, where corruption frustrates ambition, many feel trapped. They leave not because they want to, but because their dreams cannot survive dysfunction. Healthcare and quality of life. Doctors leave because hospitals lack essential tools. Parents leave because they worry about safety. Students leave because they want the freedom to innovate. Quality of life is a powerful motivator. Global competition for African talent. Europe, North America, and the Middle East actively recruit African professionals. Canada, for instance, has streamlined immigration specifically to attract skilled Africans. The world has discovered Africa's potential, and Africa is losing its brightest minds as a result. The consequences for Africa. So what does this mass migration mean for the continent? A collapsing healthcare workforce. Hospitals lose doctors faster than medical schools can replace them. Slower economic growth. When innovators leave, industries decline and unemployment increases. Weak universities. Brain drain in academia creates a cycle. Poor conditions, professors leave, quality declines, students leave. Loss of global competitiveness. Africa becomes a supplier of human capital instead of a creator of high-value industries. The emotional cost. Families separated. Communities deprived of mentors. Dreams postponed. Is brain drain always bad? Let's be fair, migration has benefits too. African diasporas send home over $50 billion every year, more than all foreign aid combined. They gain skills, build global networks, and sometimes return to create new industries. But here's the problem. The number leaving is far greater than the number returning. This imbalance is draining national capacity. How can Africa stop the brain drain? Now the big question. What can be done? How can Africa retain its brightest minds, or even attract them back? Invest in quality education and research, build modern laboratories and innovation centers. Increase funding for universities. Strengthen STEM programs. Support postgraduate research with grants and scholarships. Create an economy that works for young people. Support startups and technology hubs. Make access to loans and credit easier. Enable young people to create jobs, not just seek them. Encourage industrialization so that skills can be applied at home. Improve governance and political stability. Transparent elections. Stronger institutions. Accountability and anti-corruption frameworks. Talented people stay where leadership gives them hope. Strengthen healthcare and professional work conditions. Equip hospitals, universities, and laboratories. Improve salaries for critical skilled professionals. Protect professionals from insecurity and harassment. Engage the African diaspora. Instead of losing talent, Africa can transform brain drain into brain circulation. Invite diasporans to invest back home. Mentor young professionals. Collaborate in research. Return for short-term specialized expertise. Promote regional mobility within Africa. Intra-African migration can keep talent on the continent. A doctor who leaves Nigeria for Kenya stays within Africa's talent pool. A Ghanaian engineer working in Rwanda still strengthens African development. The future, if Africa acts now. Africa stands at a crossroads. The continent is home to the youngest population in the world. Over 60% under the age of 25. This is either Africa's greatest opportunity or its greatest threat. If Africa empowers its youth, strengthens its institutions, and invests in education and innovation, the continent will not only stop the brain drain, it will begin to attract talent from across the world. Closing statement. So here's the truth. Africans are not leaving because they hate home. They are leaving because home has not yet built a space big enough for their dreams. But this can change. Africa can rise, but only if it values its thinkers, visionaries, scientists, creators, and young minds. Thank you for watching Discovery Learning Hub. If you found this analysis insightful, please like, share, and subscribe. And drop your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think Africa must do to stop the brain drain? Until next time, keep learning, keep exploring.